No way, I think he's just okay. He's not nearly as hot as that guy from the class next door.
Really?
Yeah, that's so nice. Hey, buddy. You were just peeking up high school girls' skirts, weren't you? Huh? Looking all decent and everything. Don't you know that's a crime? Listen up, you little punk. You're a total pervert. If you want us to let you go, hand over your wallet. Otherwise, we'll beat the crap out of you first, and then turn you over to the cops. All right, now here's the question. Who's about to get their ass kicked? Option 1, me, a second-degree black belt in karate, who just happens to be called a pervert. Option 2, these two poor saps, who picked the wrong guy to shake down. So who's it gonna be? Hey, next time, be more careful who you try to extort. This is a masterpiece that ranks right behind Gas and SD in my book. Takashi Soramachi and Akira Lin's husband. Both starred in the live-action version as the main character. A Chinese period comedy even paid tribute to this anime. Also paid homage to this anime through one outrageous, hilarious moment after another. It tackles some seriously heavy social issues. This is the coolest teacher in anime history. Great Teacher Onizuka, GTO. The main character's name is Eikichi Onizuka. Onizuka used to be the leader of the biggest biker gang in Shonan. Let me give you some background on biker gangs. Biker gangs aren't the Yakuza. The Yakuza are organized, systematic crime syndicates, while biker gangs are just groups of rebellious young people, hanging out in loose organizations. Their main activities are street racing and brawling. But that doesn't mean biker gangs can't hold their own against the Yakuza. In fact, since their members have been fighting since childhood, they're actually stronger in one-on-one fights. Plus, they're young and reckless, which sometimes makes them more dangerous than the Yakuza. Biker gang members are usually under 20. As they age and mature, after 20, some join the Yakuza, while others go back to their families and rejoin society. Eikichi Onizuka falls into the latter category. At 22 years old, he's left behind his rebellious Shonen Junaigumi days, but his pure heart remains. To become a great man, he and his best friend Ryuji left Kanagawa for Tokyo. The anime doesn't explain why Onizuka wanted to become a teacher, so let me fill in the gap with the manga's plot. Onizuka originally applied to a media company, but the HR person was completely shocked during the interview, because his resume said this, seeing someone write on their resume that they'd been to the detention center 83 times. The HR person was confused. But Onizuka said his motto was honesty, because Onizuka was too honest. The company sent him an overnight rejection letter. Rejection letter? And made it cash on delivery. This really bummed Onizuka out. So he went back under the overpass to blow off steam, and once again got caught. But this time it wasn't thugs. It was a schoolgirl in a JK uniform. She asked if he was a working professional. Seeing she was pretty, Onizuka immediately started showing off, claiming to be a screenwriter making millions a year. The girl was skeptical and asked what car he drove. Onizuka said he drove a Porsche. The girl praised him as a successful guy, then took down his contact info, promising to go for a ride in his Porsche next time. After she left, Onizuka was in tears. Could his springtime finally be arriving? Sure enough, a few days later, the girl asked Onizuka to meet up. But Onizuka didn't have any Porsche. Talk about timing. Just then some unlucky guy had just bought a BMW Z3 and parked it on the street. He was on the phone bragging to his girlfriend about his new car, not knowing a demon was watching him from the side. The moment he hung up, Onizuka walked up to the poor guy holding a pair of sneakers. Onizuka wanted to trade his extorted sneakers for the guy's BMW Z3. The unlucky guy didn't react at first and was stunned. Onizuka's size, 25.5 foot, was already on the poor guy's face. If he refused even slightly, Onizuka would make him eat those Air Max sneakers. Onizuka's actually pretty decent, though. He could have just robbed him outright. Moments later, Onizuka pulled up in front of the girl in the brand new BMW Z3. Turns out the girl had fought with her boyfriend and wanted to clear her head. So Onizuka took her shopping and to karaoke. After all that, the mood was just right, and they ended up at a hotel. The girl said Onizuka was handsome and rich, so much better than her middle-aged, balding, short and fat civil servant. Boyfriend? Let me put the original quote here. I'm not trying to create appearance anxiety, but to set up what's coming next. Hearing the girl say this, Onizuka naturally seized the opportunity and immediately asked if she wanted to switch boyfriends right now. The girl went silent, seeming to struggle internally. Onizuka thought, this is it. Looks like tonight he'd finally lose his virginity. But just then, the girl's beeper went off with a line of text. Honey, I was wrong. I'm waiting outside the window. The girl opened the window and saw a short, fat, middle-aged, balding man standing in the drizzle. The girl looked heartbroken, full of love and pity. Without a second thought, she jumped out the window, not even glancing at Onizuka once. Onizuka watched helplessly as the girl abandoned him and blissfully ran into her lover's arms. Onizuka was thunderstruck. He couldn't figure out what he'd lost to until he heard the girl shout two words. Sensei. For an ex-biker gang member like Onizuka, the word teacher was taboo, the complete opposite of who he was. He never imagined that the teaching profession was so popular with women. At that very moment, the gates to a new world opened for Onizuka. Oh, which one? Right here, which one? This one? Here! Ha 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 ha! Maybe something this good could actually happen. Ha 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 ha! There's an old Chinese saying, nothing's impossible for a determined person. To achieve his life goal of marrying a 16-year-old bride at age 40, Onizuka not only got a degree from a fifth-rate university, though he had someone else take the final exam for him, but also got a teaching internship. As long as he passes the internship, he can get his teaching certificate. His dream life is right within reach. Oh, so white! Wow, look at that! I think the program is so cute. All cute girls in super short miniskirts. What about gym shorts, though? You're a teacher at this school, right? Huh? Oh, a teacher? Ha 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 ha. That's right, I'm a teacher. Ha 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 ha. So what can I do for you? Could you please cut that thing by your foot? Here you go. Thank you, Sensei. Hee hee. Whoa, this really feels like a dream. But the moment Onizuka opened the classroom door, he felt like he was back in his own middle school days. Hello, everyone. Huh? What's going on here? Where am I? 16-year-olds? What the hell? Why is there a whole bunch of guys who look like gangsters? Not a single cute girl in a super short miniskirt with a tan. Turns out the class Onizuka was assigned to was the absolute worst delinquent class in the entire school.